Hello there, this is David Snyder, the author of How to Mind Read Your Customers and How to Hire a Champion. I've done corporate training across the nation in many different areas for quite a while now. And since I've recently upgraded my studio, I decided to provide a series of essential business lessons I call quick hits. Each one of them is about 5 to 10 minutes in length and accompanied by a free ebook and some original music I've composed. Each one of them will also help you take immediate action on specific tasks that will enable you to improve sales goals, marketing goals, or hiring goals immediately. I hope you enjoy this series, and please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn if you want more information. Thanks a lot, and stay tuned for this week's installment. Today's installment is called The 8 Traits of Salespeople Who Bring in Most of the Revenue. Some people who are watching this as a video first may be asking, hey, where can I get the ebook on this so I can use it all later or add it to my library? Easy. Simply go to LinkedIn. That is linkedin.com/n/David Snyder Raleigh. All one word. That is me. Ask to connect. In the message box, make sure to say, hey, I've been listening to your quick hits and I would like to connect. If I see those words, I will connect and you will be able to see all of these ebooks in my library of posts. Very simple. Again, this one is called The 8 Traits of Salespeople Who Bring in Most of the Revenue. You do not have to worry about me spamming you. That is not the way I roll. Because my content has a very high ROI value, I don't have to waste a lot of time calling people. I have enough trouble keeping up with the people calling me, asking me to buy, so I have no reason to pester you. But I do welcome serious inquiries, so if you need help, contact me. In today's installment, we will focus on the salespeople you hire and how you train them once they are hired. So let's go. The 8 traits of salespeople who bring in the most revenue. As outlined in my book, How to Hire a Champion, Career Press, numerous scientific studies using large sample sizes of professionals in diverse industries have shown that very few things correlate with revenue production among top performers in sales. Education, age, political affiliation, hair color, Big 5 behavioral traits such as extroversion, and musical preferences do not seem to matter or show up on the radar. But these traits do. Listen carefully. Energy level, follow through, optimism, resilience, assertiveness, social skills, expressiveness, and serious-mindedness. The other ones seem pretty obvious, but serious-mindedness simply means that you take seriously what your employer or your customers take seriously. Okay, we'll go over it again. Energy level, follow through, optimism, resilience, assertiveness, social skills, expressiveness, and serious-mindedness. Do you have those traits to a large degree? It's usually a yes or no question. You will know the answer. Do you have those traits to a large degree or not? If you have those traits to a large degree, you should get your resume out to as many people as you can and get face to face with them as soon as you can, because they will be able to tell that you have those 8 traits the moment that they meet you, by the way you conduct yourself, handle yourself, follow up with them, smile, show energy, and all of these things. And people intuitively know that people like that are the people that they at least should be hiring. So if you've got those traits to a large degree, you're going to have a wonderful life as a high-producing salesperson and make a lot of money. If you're an employer and you're interviewing a person and you do not know whether they have those traits to a high degree or not, you have no business hiring them until you find out. Studies have shown that people who score great for these 8 traits, in fact, can sometimes bring in twice to 3 times the revenue of those who merely score good. Again, those who score great for these 8 traits can sometimes bring in twice to 3 times the revenue of those who merely score good. Therefore, in revenue production, there is a measurable difference between good and great. That difference is 3x or more. Follow through is huge, and I will give a good example. Once I was hired to help a major manufacturer hire people for 4 key global sales positions at the director and vice president levels. Hundreds of people applied and said the job was made for them and they were made for it. But when we asked if they could do us a favor and construct a brief PowerPoint and SWOT analysis showing how they thought the company's value proposition compared with the competition, most of them balked, saying, "This is way too much to ask of me before I even have the job," or some variation of that. This was for highly prestigious jobs in the healthy 6 figures with great benefits. But there were about 6 people, all of them ex-military as I recall, who asked what time the next morning the assignment was due. We told them any time in the next few days would be fine. All of them turned in the SWOT analyses and PowerPoints at 0:30 the next day, before 6 a.m. that is. 4 of them were hired, and the other 2 were asked to stand by and promised offers of first refusal when 2 other jobs came available. What's the moral? Character is the secret. As you can tell, all of the traits above are actually character traits, and we can add another one, integrity. Studies at some financial institutions have shown conclusively that long-term success belongs to those who always strive to do the right thing and tell the truth in all circumstances, no matter what. Short-term success can be achieved by a lack of integrity, but eventually these people end up in court or in jail. Furthermore, the big 8 traits mentioned above predict success in salespeople in all industries, from pharmaceutical reps to retail professionals and everything in between. In addition to this, on-the-job training and coaching that seeks to improve these traits produces even more. And finally, managers who possess these traits themselves and who are seen as trusted advisors build unstoppable teams. Those managers who lack these traits tend to destroy teams. For those who care about such things, it is even more interesting to note that these traits can be measured in the hiring process. For more information on this, simply contact me via LinkedIn or the email there. Again, this is for serious inquiries only. If you are wondering if there are validated tests to screen for the people who have these traits, the answer is yes, and we've got them. So if you are interested, again, simply connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a message, and we'll talk. Final action steps. These are the things that I would ask myself if you are indeed concerned about the traits of the people that you're hiring as salespeople. 1, are you hiring for character in sales? 2, do the 8 traits that I just talked about make any sense? Do you have other traits that are important to you? Why? Are you assessing these traits with validated hiring tools and instruments when you hire? And finally, do you coach these traits in people after you hire? If you answered no to any of those questions, you're not where you could be in terms of your revenue generation potential. Thank you for reading or listening to this installment. For more information on any of this, contact me.